Alright guys, so my name is Goofy Gamer Girl and I'm a casual player, and today we're just going to be recording me farting around on WoW because it is 4:30 a.m. here, and for whatever reason I woke up and can't fall back asleep, so I decided that I'm just gonna play a little bit on WoW and see what happens and just have fun with it. So what else are you gonna do at 4:30 in the morning when you can't sleep? Like, I literally woke up to go to the bathroom, you know, when you wake up in the early morning hours because you really have to go to the bathroom. And then for whatever reason, you just can't fall back asleep, so that's where we're at. So after laying in bed for probably a good half hour, I decided just to get up because, you know, they say that if you lay in bed and you can't fall asleep after a half hour to an hour, there's no point in just continuing to lay there. You might as well get up and be productive. So that's what I'm deciding to do today. Let's see. So recently I've been working on the bee mount. I'm pretty close. Let's kind of check and see where we're at here. I think I'm pretty close, yeah. So we are roughly 350 points away from hopefully getting the bee mount. Like I said, I'm a casual player and I don't exactly know what I'm doing all of the time. So this is more just for having something in the background to listen to while you're playing, rather than an actual source of authority for anything WoW, because I am not a guru by any means, and half the time I don't even know what I'm doing. So literally just wasting time on WoW as some measure of relaxation. So, but I will say the thing that I have learned to be successful with trying to find these little nodes for thin jellies is I think it's one of these two. Which one is it? Let's see. It must be system. So if you go to system and you go to ground clutter and you reduce it down to 1, it's supposed to help a lot with being able to find the thin jellies, because you get rid of a whole bunch of other stuff that you don't need to be looking at anyway. So, but yeah, what's interesting is you can see them from really far away, and I'm also herbing and mining while I do this so that I don't completely lose my sanity. But yeah, I'm just having a nice morning. Oh my god, look at that mount. Oh my god, it's so cute! Oh my god, I love it. What is that? Violet Spellwing? That's gorgeous. I need to put that on my list as something that I need to get. Like I said, I am totally a completely casual player. Blood of a Titan. I'll have to make a note that I need to get that, because that's gorgeous. But yeah, so I have a day job that I go to. I have 2 cats that are very attention needy, especially for cats. They're more like dogs. So I get to play WoW a few hours a day, which is awesome that I at least get to do that. But yeah. So just chilling, playing my game. I really have been working on this for a couple days now, at least, and I started on my main, which is a Shadow Priest, and I love my Shadow Priest to death. But then I realized that my Druid would be a much smarter move, because obviously she can gather without dismounting and having to worry about remounting and all that jazz. So just chilling, waiting for this honey smasher to get out of the way so I can go get that jelly deposit. Oh, man. I learned something new the other day. One of my friends on WoW was telling me that I guess the faster you kill the honey smasher or do the bee event, the more rewards you get. I'm not sure how factual that is because I haven't actually checked any other resource other than what my friend said. But I thought that was interesting. So, being that it is now January 2020, I think a lot of people are probably done with this content and either have their bee mount or they just don't care about it at this point. I'm a little lagging behind because I came back to this expansion pretty late. I came back in October after about somewhere between a year and 2 year hiatus. I just took a break from WoW because I had other things going on in my life and I felt like the content was just kind of, a little meh for me, and so I decided that I would just take a break and do something else. And what's so funny is that I started talking to somebody else about WoW and it made me start to miss it, and so I kind of talked myself back into playing WoW, and I come back and unfortunately my guild has pretty much died. It's sad because we used to be really tight-knit and a lot of really funny, awesome people that were really good at the game. And now those people have moved on with their lives and they're doing something else now, and who knows what that is, but it's not playing on this guild, on this server, and maybe not even playing this game at all. So maybe eventually I'll put some time into finding a new guild or creating a new guild for people who are active during this content, but I feel like the game has become a lot less social in the past few years. I think ever since they implemented the kind of looking for raid functionality, don't get me wrong, I love the functionality because it makes it so much easier for casual players like myself to actually get into content quickly and be able to play it on our limited amount of time, but at the same time, excuse me, it's 4:30 a.m. and I'm still waking up. But I think looking for raid has really kind of reduced the amount of effort that people put out to talk to other people, and it makes the gaming experience a lot less personal because you can just pop in and out of a group. You don't even have to say hello. You just go, get in, do your random dungeon or your raid, and then leave. I mean, it allows you to burn through the content a lot faster, but it also removes a lot of the social aspect of the game, which is kind of what I'm missing now, because I feel like I just, part of a lot of why I actually enjoyed this game was because of the people that I used to play it with. And I find that I feel so lonely now that none of my guildmates are playing anymore. And for a while after I started playing again, I wanted to find another guild that would be similar to the one I used to be at, but I just don't know that I'm gonna find that. The people that I used to play with in this guild were just so goofy and random and crazy, and I really just miss that. Like, I'm goofy and random and silly, and I enjoy being around those kind of people. And so I wish I could find that, but I feel like, I don't know. Oh, excuse me. Oh. But, I feel like I just haven't run into too many people like that, mostly because there's no reason that you have to. And I guess from what I hear, Goldshire is definitely the place to be if you want to just hang out with people, but I want to hang out with people and I want to play the game, so I can't just hang out in Goldshire all the time. Look at this cute little farm. This is so adorable. Oh my god. You guys, this is so cute. Tiny little farm. I want this farm. Can this just be like mine? Like, this is so freaking cute. Oh my god, they got like little cabbages and some corn and some, I don't know, is that wheat? I don't know, maybe wheat? These look like oranges, but oranges don't grow on bushes, so I'm kind of not really sure what this is. An orange bush? Am I crazy? Maybe it's a non-realistic fruit. And I think those are potatoes. Oh my god, and those are carrots. The rest of these are realistic. What is this plant? I'm a pretty good plant aficionado, so I'm trying to figure out, excuse me, what this is. These definitely look like oranges. But oranges grow on trees, so I'm a little confused as to what's happening here. And I'm on this little tiny island way up top on Storm Song Valley. Obviously you can see I've been farming these jellies for a while now. But yeah, oh my god, this is such a cute little island. I want to live here. I wonder if Blizzard developed this and then just kind of like tossed it and didn't do anything with it. I feel like this is a lot of effort to put in a tiny little farm here for no reason. I feel like there was supposed to be an NPC here for something. It's so cute and there's nothing else on this island. Maybe somebody just was bored one day and decided to put in a little Easter egg. Maybe one of the developers was just like, yeah, I've got an extra 20 minutes, let's just put in a random little farm over here as kind of a, hey, thanks for checking out this corner of the map. uh, excuse me, I am just, I cannot stop yawning. I can't stop yawning, but I can't fall asleep. This is a cruel cycle here. But yeah, like, I don't know anything about development or how long coding takes. Like, I am not an IT person at all. Like, I develop UIs for a credit card company, for user interactions on our credit form, so it's like, okay, I know how to design user interfaces. I don't know how to code them at all. So the best thing I've got going for me is that I work with people who develop code, but I know nothing about it myself. So who knows if that took 10 minutes or 10 hours, I would not be the person to know that. Oh, I wonder if I'm close to having enough jellies that I can... No, I don't think so. I have 17 in my bags at the moment. Let's see, 17 times 20. We might be getting close. And these bunnies, I swear to God, they look like jellies from far away. They're so freaking cute, though. I have a bunny myself, and she is the cutest thing ever. Oh my god, I love her so much. I used to have two, but one of them this past year, I think, got cancer. The vet wasn't really sure exactly what it was, but he was such a sweet bunny, and he was a velveteen, if anybody knows what that is. Which basically, I mean, technically the breed is called Rex, but he is so soft. Like, You could literally just rub your face in his fur all day long and just be in heaven. Like, he was so soft. And oh my god, he was so sweet too. He would just let you cuddle with him and pet him, and oh my god, I miss him so much. But anyways, I had my first rabbit, which is the one I still have, and her name is Turbo. And then a couple years after I got her, I decided she needed a friend, so we got a second bunny, and I named him Booster. Because I'm also very into cars. I love cars. Besides being into games, I love cars. I work on cars in my spare time. I own an Acura TL, and it's pretty old, but I like to buy older cars just because I know that I can maintain them, and it's just cheaper to own an older car in terms of just the cost of the car outright, and then also the insurance to keep it going is a lot cheaper. So I intentionally buy older cars just because, number one, I like this car a lot. Unlike the Acura TLs, I had an Acura CL before this, and I really liked that car too, and it kind of got me hooked on Acuras, mostly because they are, I think, on the spectrum of vehicle makes, they're very easy to work on. I've worked on things like BMWs and more of the German cars they're more like puzzles. Like, even the brake systems are like puzzles, and it's such a pain in the butt to work on them that I'm just like, no, not going anywhere near that. So I got hooked on Acuras pretty early on in my life, and when I buy a car, I tend to keep it for a long time. So I don't know how we got on the subject. I'm just talking randomly and blathering. So really, I'm just hoping that somebody else finds my blatherings somewhat amusing, or at least keeping you company while you play WoW. Because, I just feel like the game has gotten a lot more lonely. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I just need to put a little bit more effort into finding a good guild that is social, and I know there are guilds out there like that. I guess I've just been avoiding getting into a guild with like 1,000 people, because I think when you're trying to get into a guild with so many people, it's difficult to actually make connections with people when there's so many and you're starting from scratch with so many people. I am almost tempted to try and start my own guild and just rebuild with currently active players, but that's a lot of work. And I'm a casual player, so I haven't bit that bullet. And I have this weird, like, loyalty towards my current guild because I've been with them forever, and I just, like, part of me was hoping that some people would come back, but literally it's been like me and one other person that has logged on in the past like year. So I think I just need to come to terms with reality that that is not going to happen, and I really just need to start putting my eggs in other baskets rather than hoping that this guild revives itself, because I had hope for that, but I just don't think that's a reality at this point. So let's see how close we got. I have 25. Oh my goodness. I cannot stop yawning. Let's see, we can do a stack of 3. And let's see how close we get here. Please just give me my bee. Ugh, we're not there. Not even close. Okay. Still have about 230 to go. 223, technically. So, God, those bunnies, they trick me every time. But yeah, so I've just been like blathering here, mostly keeping myself company, since especially it's 5 a.m. now. But, yeah, just living the dream, getting up and playing WoW super early in the morning. So I've been working on this for, I don't know, I would say probably 3 days just on the jelly farming part. And I wasn't really sure what to expect in terms of a grind. I've really just been sticking to this area up here just because this toon is obviously not very well geared. She's only got 160k health, and here we are in BFA. It's patch 8 point, what was it, 3 was the recent one? And so all kinds of new content came out, and I've done, I don't know, I think I've done one of the raids on my main character. But yeah, this toon is strictly just for gathering purposes at this point. I've tried to take her to a few dungeons to get her some decent gear, because she literally had no gear at all, and I didn't want her to die if I actually happened to come across like a heavy-duty mob of any sort. And I really have never played Druid very much in the past. I've always wanted one, so I leveled one, but I think leveling one and actually like gearing one up is, I think, a very different story. And so I haven't even really looked into the rotation a whole lot. Like, I have a rotation that I use, but I don't know if it's amazing by any means. Like, I'm usually close to the top, if not the top of my DPS in dungeons, but that's, you know, LFR, so who knows if I'm comparing it to other people that are decent or people like myself who have no idea what they're doing. Who knows? So, but I love my Shadow Priest, and I love her to death, but oh my god, she is... I should have chosen a different toon to level as my first 120, and I used her to get flying, and it was a long, long questing period. Just because they have so much survivability, so Blizzard decided that Shadow Priests don't need a whole lot of burst damage. Like, I have a couple spells, but they obviously have cooldowns, so it's not like I can just cast them over and over again. So, I have like 2 spells that do any form of burst damage, and the rest is just dots. So, it's... Shadow Priests are very slow to kill things, but we also have a lot of survivability, which is nice, but it takes forever to level. And I really enjoy leveling with her just because she's a caster, and I find casters to be a lot easier. I don't have to chase everything down. Let's see, when I first started playing WoW, my first toon was a rogue, and she was badass. Like, oh my god, she was good. Back in the day when my guild used to raid pretty hardcore, I was always top damage, top DPS every time. I had an awesome rotation, I had great cooldowns, I had fantastic gear. Like, it got to the point where I was literally just coming to the raids to help other people gear up because I had so much damage, and I loved playing her. Let's see, after I geared her up, like, to the extent where you just can't, there's no more gear to get, I decided to start leveling a caster, and so I started a priest for the first time ever, and I fell in love because, you know, I had really only played a rogue for however many years I'd been playing WoW. And so I did not know the beauty of standing still and casting. And after that point, I was like, what is this melee business? Like, who in their right mind would continue to play a melee class after you've played a caster? Because it's just so much easier to stand still and not to have to chase down your target. And so, unfortunately, my rogue has, I don't want to say she's fallen by the wayside by any means, but she definitely does not get the level of love that she used to get. And I still have like nostalgic feelings about her that make me want to go back and play her. But after playing a priest, a shadow priest, and having a lot of survivability, the ability to heal myself, and just the ability to kill something from far away, it's just so nice. And it's hard to go back. Like, there's a lot of fun things about a rogue too. Like, I love the whole pickpocketing aspect. I think that's cool. Being invisible or being able to escape whenever you need to and just vanish is awesome. Being able to sneak around and get to things in a quest that you need to get to is awesome. But especially for like raiding in dungeons, being a caster is totally where it's at. This tent is so cute. I would totally go camping out here. Look at this. Look at all these little birds. They're so adorable. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Too zoomed. I wanted to look at this bad boy. What's happening? Oh, I'm behind a post. That's why. Okay. I wanted to look at this bird. How cute is that? Maybe we can back up here. It is so adorable. Look at this thing. You guys. Oh my god, these are so cute. Like, think about just the level of detail that the developers put into all these little details. Like, as a developer, you hope somebody looks at one day and actually appreciates. And I'll be honest, I have not taken a lot of time to appreciate all the little details in WoW, and I figure, you know, I'm a casual gamer. I'm not as hardcore as I used to be. And so I'm just going to take moments like this to just appreciate all the cute little things that they put in WoW and just not be so hardcore focused on whatever I feel like I need to get done and just kind of enjoy the game a little bit. This is so cute. Okay, back it up. There's cute little boots and a little like sleeping bag. Oh my god, I just like want to crawl in. And it looks like nighttime outside because it's still super early in the morning, so like, this is so beautiful. Like, imagine just waking up and camping super early in the morning and you just wake up to this. It's just gorgeous. The cute little fox. Oh my god, this would be an amazing campsite. I love camping, by the way. I don't know if you've noticed. Oh my god, look at these stars, you guys. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I do not take enough time to actually appreciate all of the little things that developers put into this game. Developers, designers, everybody at Blizzard. Like, it is literally such a beautiful game. It's so gorgeous. And I'm never up this early to kind of appreciate the view. So this is nice. It's actually kind of really relaxing. So waking up, there's really nobody online right now, so just kind of out here by myself doing my thing. Look at all these birds. Oh my gosh. It's so cute. And I want that fox. And he just woke up. Oh my god, what is this? So cute. I really love this game, you guys. They put so much work into it, and I know that they've had a few rough expansions where, or patches even, where people just weren't impressed with the content, and I get it. They can't all be winners, and after you have like a really good content expansion, people's expectations get raised, and then, they expect more each time and all that jazz, and everybody feels differently about the different expansions. Like, I started playing WoW at the tail end of Classic, and so I didn't get up to rating level until the very beginning of Wrath. And that's when I really started getting into raiding, and that's when my guild was really active, and I loved it. We did Ice Crown, Citadel so many times. It's been so long, but back then I could do it blindfolded. We just did it every week, multiple times a week, and I enjoyed it. I mean, I think the game really gets improved a lot based on the people that you play it with. I think it's the same thing, kind of like with careers. Like, you could be doing a crap job, but if you're doing it with good people, you're going to love it. And I think it's the same for games. Like, if you're playing a game and you're a social person, I consider myself to be somewhat of a social person. I'm definitely introverted, but I still like having some social aspect of my life. And I think this game is markedly improved by the people that you spend time in the game with. And I think people have become more and more isolated in this game just by the features that have been implemented, which are super convenient, but again, also remove the requirement for you to actually talk to other people to get anything done, which is great for casual players like myself in terms of getting access to more content and being able to complete more things. But yeah, I really do miss the level of chat that used to be, even in trade. Like, at this point I would take trolls in trade because there is just nobody. Like, it is deserted at this point, and it makes me really sad. And I just wish that I could go back and really enjoy the time that I had with, a good active social guild that we would all log on every day after work, chill out, say hi, go raid. We would, at that, I don't even know what people are using these days in terms of some kind of voice chat, but we used to use Ventrilo. I've heard of something else that people are using these days. I can't remember what it's called, but obviously I have no use for that at this point since I'm not actively raiding, at least not anything beyond looking for raid, and not in an active guild. So, but yeah, I really miss it. We had super goofy people that were so funny to play with. And I'm the kind of person that have a crazy, like, loud laugh, and it's very goofy. And so, like, literally my laugh is, if I'm out in public, I feel bad for the people I'm with because I feel like it's embarrassingly loud at some times, just because I get so excited and I think it's hilarious and I laugh at everything, so. But yeah, so invent, like, people would intentionally try to make me laugh because it was just so crazy sounding and goofy, and everybody else would laugh as a result of me laughing because it's just such a silly laugh. The same thing happens at work. Like, people across the building can hear my laugh and they're like, "Oh, we know you're here." It's a curse. But at the same time, I kind of feel like it keeps me in shape because laughing expends calories and it also gives you like a good ab workout. So I feel like it's kind of helping me stay in shape, which is, always a plus, not having to go to the gym as much. Who am I kidding? I haven't been to the gym in forever. uh, I'm sure the gyms are packed though, with it being January and everybody starting their New Year's resolutions. Excuse me. But it's just that time of year where everybody starts going to the gym, and then it's almost February, so people are probably going to peter out here. Not that I'm not rooting for people to actually keep their resolutions, but I feel like it's a pretty common every year theme to be like, yeah, what's happening? Buy this. Something is happening where I'm either getting a lot of lag or, let's see. Oops, did I mistype that? What is going on here? Alright, my game is doing something weird. I always think it's so weird when I try and reload my UI, because either it's all one word or it's two separate words, and I never know which one it's going to be, and I don't know what causes that to not work properly, and I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to buy these royal jellies, and I have obviously 14, so I should be able to buy one. I'm clicking on this and nothing is happening. This doesn't make any sense. This is so weird. Am I crazy? Like, what just happened? I don't know. We'll come back later and try and deal with it. Apparently. Somebody in my raid group thinks that Stormwind is a piece of crap. Okay. Oh my god, you guys, we're getting so close. Alright. I'm gonna take a break for a few minutes. So I will say goodbye for now. And I will see you again in my next video. Bye, guys!